everyone to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the South Carolina Curb Street. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Finds an open target on the left side. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. The Gamecocks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, this game has gone from 0 to 60 in a hurry during the first drive for this offense.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it costs them.
And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. They'll try a pass here. Off target and incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
This will be 3rd and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. Crucial third down play right here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. No huddle now for the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket now, looking for the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
Important second down play coming up. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
7th play of the drive coming up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Looking to throw it on first down. Launching downfield. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Everything about this today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
On the run here, lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. This is turning into a marathon march. 13th play of the drive. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. He's back to throw again on second down. Fires it to the wideout. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? And he drops back in the gun. And he finds his target. He has the first. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Will hand it off. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
defensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Pass caught, a second down now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession.
Well, that was a big risk, but they say fortune favors the brave. That decision was really brave. Borderline crazy, but hey, you can't complain too much. It worked out this time.
Picks up the first, looking for more. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
When a linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The Gamecocks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good, and they go up 17-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled at the 7. Job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Pitch to the back. Finds room at the 30. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
As a design quarterback keeper. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the 1st down. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The Gamecocks will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That ball snagged for a completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. As the first down is still going. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. But what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Plenty of time to scan the field. Finally flings it to the left side. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Tulane. They'll take the lead in the second half. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line. The Gamecocks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Finding space at the 20. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. Snags a quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And that's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks, play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go as he's being hit. Pass hauled in near the 10. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. 2nd down and goal upcoming. QB decides to keep it here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but costs the offense 5 yards in field position. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Throws to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. Stiff arms the man. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Handoff to the single back. and they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. See what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They'll try to punch it in again. 3rd and goal for 1. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a train wreck here. The past 3 plays have been so disappointing. They just can't punch it in. You're that close on 3rd down, and then the offensive line just gets dominated with the line of scrimmage, and you have a tackle for a loss. Is your confidence too shot to go for it? Seems like you better try for 3.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The Gamecocks trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Takes the handoff again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Defense is coming after him, and he'll be brought down.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
Pass is broken up. A turnover on downs. What a stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's intercepted, a crushing play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And the pass is complete to the tight end. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The Gamecocks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and a quarterback makes them pay for it.
Makes a quick catch. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead. And what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them the lead here late in this game.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tulane. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And the extra point was up and good. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. No huddle here for the offense. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He lets it go on the move. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Third down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll throw it now. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. And the Gamecocks come up to the line in a hurry-up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
A quick juke to get free. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is...
He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They move into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, use that moment.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. So backed up to their 5-yard line, second and long.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the
he'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Backs against their own goal line, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to launch it deep again. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes a quick grab. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And they pick up the first on the ground. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. And the important extra point is good. The lead is 3 with time running out. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know he didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, they can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.